This is the evening of Friday, the 26th day of December 2025. Good evening. Thanks for joining me in this video. Let's talk about what this controversial Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi said about the US strike and the intention of US to continue its operation in Nigeria. Because I just see what the foreign minister, okay, what he posted, that if the US is going to come into Nigeria, that is going to be an advice from the Ministry of Defense Nigeria. Before he made that statement, these people have already succumbed to America, and he's just trying to hint to you that America will come into Nigeria with their soldiers, because nobody was even asking him. People were talking about the issue of the airstrike the US conducted, why so many people were trying to resist it, like Sheikh Ahmad Gumi. The Minister of Foreign Affairs is saying that if US is going to come in with their foot soldiers on ground in Nigeria, that is going to be an advice from the Ministry of Defense. Well, you might not get that political statement, what it means, but he is just trying to hint to you that, oh, probably we have succumbed and agreed that US will come into Nigeria. Now, Sheikh Ahmed Gumi is saying that Nigeria should halt all U.S. military cooperation, airstrike, warning that it could destabilize the country. I used to hear people talking about, oh, this could destabilize Nigeria, it could turn Nigeria into something else, it could bring anarchy into Nigeria. Is there anything that we are scared of again in Nigeria that we've not seen? In Nigeria, the constitution have literally been suspended. You know, terrorists engages military personnel in peace talk. Sometimes if the military, the police are coming for a peace talk, the terrorists will order them not to come with gun, while the terrorists will come with their ammunition and also go back with their ammunition. Like at the time, a commissioner of police was killed. You know what that means? And the terrorist who killed this commissioner of police is a well-known person in the society. Nobody dares to arrest him. And at the time they called for peace talk, this man also wear the clothes of that same commissioner of police that he killed down to peace talk, and the military watching, the police watching, and they allow him to go back. See, this is beyond what you know. This is beyond what you can think. This is the utmost collusion. And you know why? They look at these people as their soldiers. Someone like Sheikh Gumi don't look at these people as terrorists. That these people are Islamic foot soldiers. He made a statement long time ago that Boko Haram is their freedom fighter, that Boko Haram is a blessing to Muslims in Nigeria. The reason why they are saying all these things is the cause that the Boko Haram is fighting for. I want everybody to go and ask this question. What is the purpose of these terrorist organizations? What do they want? They actually want Nigeria to turn into Islamic State. And that is the ambition of almost every Muslim in Nigeria, according to Sani Yerima in the year 2000, when they were trying to push the Sharia law to become part, you know, of Nigerian constitution. Even though you do not believe that it's part of Nigerian constitution, you can see it there and it's functioning, and nobody can do anything about it for now. But the time is come for people to rethink, readjust, and understand that there is an ideological problem about Nigeria. And the more you shy away from this, that we can continue to be one, the more you play to the gallery of this dangerous elements called Boko Haram Iswa, because they believe that Nigeria can never be like this. So how many years are you prepared to fight generationally? Like your children will come and fight, your great-grandchildren will come and fight, because this is ideology backed up by religion. That Nigeria is supposed to be under Sharia state. They are not supposed to obey Nigerian constitution, and they are not obeying it. They are not supposed to just bow down to this Western culture. They don't need it. They don't want your culture. You are infidel. You are infidel. I posted a video of a confession from Arise News of a lady that was kidnapped, that was in detention for over a year. Do you know what kept her in detention? Because she refused to convert into Islam, like she refused to become a Muslim. This is a pure religious war that this Boko Haram Iswap, all these people are bringing, but people keep on denying it. And most religious leaders, from this Islamic sect, they understand what these people are fighting for, and that is why they continue to, keep to defend them. Now, in summary, this is what Sheikh Ahmed Gumi said. It reads that Islamic scholar Ahmad Abubakar Gumi has criticized the United States military strike against terrorists in Nigeria, warning that such involvement could further destabilize the country and turn it into a theater of war. Shara reporters India reported that on Christmas Day, 25th day of December 2025, Donald J. Trump said the U.S. carried out what is described as numerous precise strikes against terrorists in the northwest Nigeria. They mean they were responsible for mass killings of Christians. So, in summary, Sheikh Gumi is warning the federal government to disassociate with Donald Trump. There have been mixed reactions, but among them is what I want you to watch right now. Because this man was able to prove that despite the Nigerian government claiming that they, connived with the US or share intelligence or cooperation to carry out this strike, this man was able to prove it that, listen, Donald Trump did not even pay attention or take excuse from anybody. This is a direct command from the US to Africa Command in Germany, who coordinated this thing with the Department of War to strike what they want to strike. It has nothing to do with Nigeria involvement. Take a listen.
Thank you very much. Obviously, this incident is a pointer to the fact that the country is failing in its constitutional obligation. The country is failing in its mandate to ensure that they protect lives and properties of the citizens. It is an indication that we have also lost our foreign policy framework in the country. We probably have an outdated foreign policy that we could not be able to engage globally. This attack, it further created misleading information that the country is in a war, in a religious war between the Muslim and Christians. And that is a very dangerous framing, which we all know as Nigerians, that is not the case. You will have a problem of criminals, terrorists, terrorizing Nigerians, irrespective of their religious, ethnic, geographical, and political affiliation. And what the government has failed over the years to do is to tackle this issue in a very systematic way. But you have seen that people who have been alleged to be sympathetic or to be sponsors of these terror groups, when even they were small, now they have even escalated. Having their field day, nobody is doing anything to them because of the political interest. Now, as long as you prioritize personal interests above national interests, you will definitely land yourself in this situation that the foreigners will now have to come.
You keep saying the foreigners, but I don't know if you know that Nigeria collaborated with America on this strike. So what is it that you don't like? Is it because America's name is on the strike? Nigeria provided intelligence, So what is it that you don't like?
My brother,
what's the meaning of the religious conflict?
Brother,
no, hang on. What's the meaning of religious? I don't see any religious conflict. I mean, are these not the terrorists that will want to be dead?
Wait.
Will want to be destroyed? What do you mean by religious conflicts in this?
Let's just be honest and straightforward. Nigerian government did not get any approval, or rather, American government does not get any approval for it to take any action in Nigeria. In fact, as a matter of fact, what Nigerian government has done is to do a saving pace. America did not need their permission to come and do what they intended to do.
No, Awal. There was a,
Let them
there was
show us the
There was
facts.
a statement released by the Nigerian Foreign Affairs Ministry that said they provided the intelligence. So now that you are claiming that Nigeria did not provide the intelligence to America for this strike, do you have your empirical facts, Awal? That's just all I ask you. Show us the facts that Nigerian government did not provide intelligence and they're just saving face. It's facts I want. Not sentiment. Show us the facts.
What I'm saying is that, listen. What I'm saying is that America does not need Nigerian approval to carry out their action. That's what I said. And I'm saying that, it's all, clear that, the way and manner in which Trump had even made, his pronouncement, to carry out this action, there is no any discussion or dialogue.
You're still having sentiment. Let me read, please, and let me interject here. Because we don't want misinformation, and some of this you are trying to spew because you've not given us the facts. Let me read the statement as released by the Nigerian authorities. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, a statement signed by Emumetimi Ebianemefa, spokesperson, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. He says, in line with the established international practice and bilateral understanding, the cooperation includes exchange of intelligence and strategic cooperation. Nigerian Ministry confirms Nigerian authority remains engaged in structured security cooperation with international partners, including the United States, in addressing persistent threats, to Nigeria and all of that. And this has led to a precision hit on terrorist targets in Nigeria by airstrikes in the northwest. So they said it's based on the cooperation they have this. If you have a fact or fact contrary to this, I will present the fact. If you can't present the fact, I'll say what you're saying is conjecture. Give me your own facts, not conjecture. Give me facts. You know I'm a man of facts. You know
it's not conjecture. Listen to me. Why can't you also listen?
Go ahead.
Because you don't want me to talk. What I'm saying is that I stand on my position that Donald Trump does not need permission of Nigeria to do what he wants to do. He had already, made his pronouncement without discussing with Nigeria. And if there was any evidence that Nigeria had conversation with Donald Trump before he issued his ultimatum and before he carried out his action, let them show us to the public. It is a public matter. So I'm saying that, and I still stand on my opinion, that America, if they want to do any action, especially with this kind of situation that we have in Nigeria, they did not need to get approval of Nigeria. They would simply carry out their action, and they have done what they wanted to do.
That's conjecture. That's not facts.
I'm saying that
that's conjecture, not facts. Conjecture.
It's not a conjecture.
Conjecture,
it's not
different
a conjecture,
from
my
facts.
brother.
Over to you. Conjecture.
All right, Mr. Rafsanjani, thank you very much for joining us. Were you going to complete what you were saying?
You say sorry?
Are you done? Were you going to complete what you were saying?
No, I wanted just to, because he's shorting me to say that this is conjecture when he knows himself the truth. You don't need to do painting. You don't need to do any panel beating on this matter. America, the way it is, the way they take this issue, they don't need approval of Nigeria to do what they want to do. When Trump was issuing his tweet, what is the truth? What is the fact on this matter? What facts are you looking for when he issues his tweet?
Okay. Mr. Rafsanjani, let's move away from that. So in terms of the way forward, if you were to give an alternative approach, what would be your recommendation?
Well, I think, like we said, over the years, in the last, if you look at it from Jonathan administration to Buhari administration to Tinubu administration, they have not actually prioritized security sector reforms in this country to deal decisively with these issues of insecurity in Nigeria. And we have been providing, evidences and facts to show that security sector corruption is a major the reason why we have gone where we have gone. And if you look at it now, even the country interest, or rather priority, in terms of security, is not really about dealing with this issue. Otherwise, there are some, things that you expected government to do. For example, even the president has given, order that policemen should be withdrawn from VIPs. I am telling you, go and see. They are still disregarding and disobeying president, directive. In Kanu, the federal emir, go to his house, you will see about 20 policemen and several policemen cars till today. So that is to say that we are not even serious. Even when the president will give directive, nothing is going to be taken, because the whole thing is really not serious about dealing decisively with the issues of insecurity in this country. Artificial insecurity is being created just to further away political interest. Look, we have suggested to the government that do a proper security sector reforms so that there will be proper cooperation, coordination, collaboration, and partnership even among the security, agencies in Nigeria, and also stop the corruption in the security sector, and also ensure that people who violated the law, who commit atrocities, are actually arrested, prosecuted, and convicted, no matter how high places they are. You have not been able to see that action taken. I am saying that if the country want to get out of this situation, to the extent that even a global terrorist a global human rights, violator is now joining to come and mock us because of the failure of our leaders to take the necessary action. I think the Benjamin Netanyahu, if you look at his mockery on this issue, this is somebody who has been killing and bombing Christians in Palestine, in Gaza. Churches and Christians have been killed by this guy. And no, let us say the truth. But this guy now had the courage to come and talk about killing Christians in Nigeria. I think we should let them. If you have the right leadership in the country, they should have responded to Netanyahu.
Okay.
If they know they are doing something to deal with the insecurity.
Rasfanjani. Now you were saying that President Trump doesn't need to work with the Nigerian government. Are you aware there were diplomatic moves after Trump made his statement in October 31 and in early November that he will come gun and blazing to save Christians in Nigeria from religious persecution? And that this cooperation that Hexet and the Nigerian government are both talking about is as a result of that diplomatic cooperation. 2, the war against terrorism. Are you aware also that globally, the call has been for cooperation and that the Nigerian government asked for help? That's number 1. Number 2, you are saying security sector reform, this and that. Even if Nigeria had done all that security sector reform, they move from security architecture to another label and whatever, kinetic and non-kinetic. I think the reason for the kind of result you didn't want to, you were expecting and you didn't get, is because of the religious and ethnic political sentiments in Nigeria. If it was the Tinubu administration going to bomb Sokoto and other locations, do you know what Nigerians will be saying? They will say Tinubu is attacking the North. Finally, what do you recommend? What do you recommend as a way forward? Forget about all this security sector reform. We have passed that stage.
You have not passed that stage. The security sector reform is still necessary.
Okay, what do you recommend? What do you recommend in terms of action to deal with terrorism?
Okay. For example, now, even within the Tinubu administration government, there are some people that have been pointed out to be romancing with terrorists. Has Tinubu sacked that person or has asked him to step aside? That is one. Number 2, look, Ruben.
Who is the person? Who is the person? Who is the person or persons? Who are those persons in the Tinubu government?
You are a journalist. Go and investigate what Nigerians have been talking about. This is a
no. You are the one making the allegation. You are the one making the allegation. Prove your allegation.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared to say this because it's already in the public domain.
You must provide proof
that the Minister of State. Listen, the Minister of State. Listen, Ruben, if you want us to trash this matter, let us trash this matter. It's not about just rushing somebody or imposing a particular statement on somebody. We are in a serious problem. Who told you that if Tinubu bombed criminal, Muslim northerners will come and fight Tinubu? What kind of talk is this? Are Muslims not being killed and harassed every day by the same criminals? How can you say that? Look, we should stop this conversation. This conversation should change to actually issue about human life, not about ethnic or religious or geographical thing. We are human beings. Nigerians have the right to live. Nigerians have the right, to survive in their country. And you are saying that, if criminals are killing people, the president should not act because he will be accused of, killing so-called particular set of people. That's a failure if that is the case. So I'm saying that the president should not listen to anybody who, knows that the criminals, the terrorists are killing and bombing innocent Nigerians, irrespective of their religion or their, tribe. if you are a leader, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is very clear. It has mandated you to take action, irrespective of whatever identity. So we should not be pushing this narrative. You are a progressive journalist. You have been my friend for a long time. I don't want this retrogressive statement that you are making. We should join hands to defeat criminals.
All right, Mr. Rafsanjani, you just said it yourself that irrespective of identity, what we are looking for is a solution. We need to go now, but I just want you one statement. Irrespective of where it's coming from, if we have an opportunity to decimate and finally defeat terrorism, is it worth it, even if it's the Americans that are coming in to support Nigerians' efforts? Very quickly, just one sentence. Is it worth it? Yes or no?
It's worth it if you are actually getting the right target. If you are getting the right criminal,
thank you very much.
Eliminate them, destroy them, it is a right
all right, thank you for your time with us today, Mr. Rafsanjani, ED of